Sorry, another phone call. But back to that. What is the problem with Skip Bayless? Skip Bayless made fun of Tom Landry's religion, as we alluded to, or as we said. And there's a lot of coaches that are religious, and there's a lot of players that are religious. So this was really offensive. And you can see it, as I said before. Frank Wright, the Colts head coach, was a minister. Go look at NFL films, you can find it. Type in NFL films Frank Reich, where they sit down with Frank Reich and talk. And if you watch that video, it's about, I think, 6 minutes or so. There's recordings, not visual, but recordings of his, I guess you could call them monologues. And it's what it is. And he's a very religious person. So it was not unnatural. Plus, at that time, Landry was the coach from the Cowboys from 1960 to 1989. So he had coached for a very long time. Everyone felt not that he was unbelievable. He was obviously an unbelievable coach, but they didn't feel like he was from another planet. They felt like this guy the passion that the fans had for Tom Landry was an extreme passion, to say the least. And Skip Bayless made fun of it. Made fun of his religion, made fun of him being in the military, made fun of everything. And that's the reason that Skip Bayless's books are not in the Dallas facility in Fresno, Texas. They're not there. You can look for them, you can't find them. But the Cowboys books that are there, Mike Fish's book, Stars and Stripes, various others, Jimmy Johnson's books. And people ask, well, where do all these books come from? When you win a Super Bowl, people are going to make books about it. Season, where the darkest points to the brightest points to everything. They just are. And a lot of coaches do this. Jimmy Johnson's done it. Barry Switzer. They all do it. Everyone does this. Not just Cowboys coaches, everyone does. But it just doesn't stop at coaches. It goes contributors to the Cowboy media and various other ways. And it's put usually in the Cowboy library that they have in Fresno. I mean, not Fresno. I keep saying Fresno. Frisco, Texas. So what happens is Skip Bayless's books are not there because he spurned the Cowboys so many times. The Cowboys refused to put his books there. They refused to. And when he goes and says, "I have sources in that building," doesn't. He says those things to be on TV because he scapegoated his way there. He's been a slime ball ever since. Because I'm not that he was never a Cowboys fan, but to get there, he had to be that way. And he believes that way is the right way to describe people, to talk about people. It's just not. He called Troy Aikman at as as if I can't even say it because it's so bad. But he was saying all these things about Troy Aikman that just were not true. To the point that Troy Aikman now doesn't even speak to him. He said when Dak got drafted by the Cowboys, he brought up the fact that Dak had gotten drunk in college. In college. This is as bad as anything, because it's like, why is it valued? It's not valuable. It's not. It's not news. It's just not. So when you make fun of a person's or a team's because of the size of their head coach, because of the religion of their head coach, because a quarterback kid did something in college, because of you don't think this guy likes certain people or various other things like that, what are you expecting for people to go? They're gonna shun you out. That's what happens. Because it comes a point, how many times can you do this without telling someone else? You can't. The Cowboys don't talk to Skip Bayless. They don't. They don't care what he thinks. They don't care what anyone thinks. And yet, earlier in the fall, in August, Micah Parsons was supposed to have an uh, supposed to be on every week with Skip and Shannon on their show Undisputed. That hasn't happened. You know why? Because after a loss, you don't want to admit that. You don't want to say anything because you're upset. You don't really want to be around it. You want to have to say, I need to move on. I don't want to talk about it. And that's what happened at first. And then after a while, they just realized that this guy, Skip Bayless, is just trying to find another person to carry him to things. And I'm not saying he's not a good journalist. I'm not saying anything. I'm saying that as a Cowboy fan, which he's not, he's burned them too many times, and people don't care about in that Cowboy building. They don't care. They'd rather they wouldn't care if Skip Bayless went missing somewheres in LA, the Cowboys would not care. They just wouldn't care. Now, I'm not saying he will go missing. I'm saying that they just would not care because to them, they don't even give information. They don't care. And that's every team. They just don't care because there's people out there just trying to get the view. Now it's that way. Like if you were to say to view on this video or subscribe, which I hope you do, but what would happen is you'd get you show up. It would show up. Hey, so many people viewed this, but they didn't care for what you were saying. They just decided, I'll click it and I'll get away. That's not what you're supposed to do. The idea was that you would watch the videos, then say, I like this video, boom, maybe I'll subscribe, we'll see. And then go down the road. That's what happens. Now, in the world of YouTube or in the world of media, if they get likes, that means they think that means that you liked what they said. Not I just want to like it and get out of here. And Skip Bayless is the king of faulty takes, misconstrued evidence, and just can't find why people don't like him. Now, if you like me ranting, I would hope you would like the video and subscribe. It's free, no questions asked. And I hope you will see me again on another stream in the next coming week.